So hello. Jimmy's back, snoozing again. It is, isn't it? The silly dog. The feet smell of biscuits. The feet smell of rich tea biscuits, which is very nice. I like the smell of those feet, and I like the little fat tum. I like to squeeze the fat tum. I do too. Anyway, by the by. Hello. So today, I'd like to take a look at this, which is very special to me. Because it came from an ex-family member who's now long deceased, unfortunately, who worked in this mine in near a place called Bełchatów Trybunalski, which is in sort of central Poland. It's not that far from Warszawa, from Warsaw, the capital, in a town called Bełchatów. So Bełchatów Trybunalski used to be a sort of main tribunal area where they had courts and things in the medieval times, and so it's a very famous area. And the chap that I knew was my ex-mother-in-law's brother, who was actually a charming man. As I say, he drove. You have to understand these things are huge. So you can see, you can probably see the size of a bus there, of a large coach. And so he had to climb up the ladders on this thing every day and sit up here somewhere whilst this great big wheel was just turning and mining. He was an open cast miner, an operator of one of these machines, and this thing used to vibrate all day. And when I met the man, when I shook his hand came out to me like that. And I'm not taking the mickey. He had a definite shake tremor, and it was caused by him working for decades in this darned machine that he was there. So Bełchatów, so that effectively stands for the Kopalnia Węgla Brunatnego, which is an open cast coal mine. Węgla in Polish is coal. Brunatnego means coke. That's like a coke as in, not coke as in Coca-Cola, but as in coke, as in a coal coke, you know. So there's the dedication to me. It says, it's in English, it says, for Andy, with the very best wishes, Zdzisław and Jadwiga, and Zdzisław was the chap, and Jadwiga, I won't say their surname for privacy reasons, but that was the date it was given to me, and I really loved these people. They were lovely. I'm not in touch with Jadwiga anymore because I'm divorced for now from my ex-wife, but Zdzisław, Zdzisiek is what I used to call him, is the nickname, you know. He died unfortunately of bloody cancer, another victim of cancer. Great. So this is his daughter Magda, and I think Magda is arguably one of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. I really mean that. And that was the lucky man that got her, lovely chap called Raphael. Sadly, they're both divorced now as well. Oh dear. Talk about the clocks of time and all that. But no, everything's going bonkers in today's world, I guess. So that's the car that they had their wedding in. You can see that's Magda there in her wedding gown again, and that's Raphael approaching, and that's a house in a street which I won't obviously divulge because obviously it's private. These people are still living there. That yellow number plate denotes that it's a Polish classic car. And okay, to give you. There's Zdzisiek sitting there. He only had about a month to live, poor man, with his cancer, in the check shirt, and that's his wife Jadwiga, and that's, as I say, Magda, and that's my ex-wife sat there. I'm obviously taking the picture here. That's their house, which was lovely, typical Polish house at number 47. As I say, I'm not going to divulge where, but that was a treat to go and see them that day. I look back with fond memories. Anyway, quick sticks, man, because otherwise you'll be... So this is the album that he gave me. So yeah, the mine was opened in about 1975. They discovered the coal. There's the machine churning, see? What it happened, it used to grind, and then it would go up a conveyor belt and then toss it out the back, and then a truck behind would catch it. That's how it all worked. effectively the mine was discovered in about 75, I think. Well, it was 60. It was opened in 75, and it's been churning out coal for ages. I know it's not particularly politically correct coal, is it? Let's face it, because it's a pollutant. But in Poland, it's still widely used. It has to be, because so many people have, until they can offer a cheaper alternative, you know, they can all whine on about, oh, it's polluting, but I mean, people can't afford gas over here. They're poor. But that's the machine setup. As I say, he would have to climb these stairs that would go up to the cabin, you know, where you operated the darn thing from. And that was his daily business. He was originally from my area. These are the conveyor belts that carry the coal, you know, for export, you know. And that's obviously the head offices. Yeah, he was originally from my area, where I'm living now, and he went to there's some lovely parts of Bełchatów as well, the old churches and things like that. So he eventually went off to work. You know, there wasn't any work around here, nothing at all. you jerk. It's still stuff for work for people, for kids. I don't know why. They say the Polish. They try and encourage Polish people to have children, which there's nothing wrong with that, but because the population is completely just not gaining power, and the reason is, of course, is because what they've overlooked is that they're not offering kids any opportunities. So when they get to 18, they just bugger off somewhere else and travel to abroad somewhere, and that's a fact. That's a fact. And you call me arrogant, but I've been here 25 years now, close to. And I pretty much know what I'm talking about. But no, it's an amazing place. When you see the open cast mine, I mean, it's quite incredible. And of course, when they finish certain areas of it, it becomes lakes. And the eventual effect will be, I know because we've got the same sorts of things around me, the effect will be beautiful recreation places for families to spend time. And there's the sort of pedlos that I remember from way back in the 70s. We had them. You know, where it's a boat and you pedal it, and it's got it's like an old what were they called, those boats that had the wheel? You know, the old you know what I'm talking about. They were steam powered, weren't they? Anyway, my old brain is going downhill in it, but no, it's a beautiful area, and that's what it sort of looks like once the mine has been finished with, you know. But in the meantime, where the mines are still active, obviously you've got all the heavy machinery, heavy plant they call it, don't they? Paddle steamer, I was thinking of paddle steamer. And obviously you've got, that's the Elektrownia in Bełchatów, which is a power station, of course, and it's coal-fired. I know, everyone's going to go, ooh, not good. But the thing is that, yeah, I would rather a coal-fired one than a nuclear one that goes wrong, like, you know, what happened in the Ukraine. What was that a place called where they had that nuclear disaster, you know? Chernobyl. Oh my God, how many people died during that? So yeah, I think, you know, although we've definitely got to nice nighttime scenes. Although we've definitely got to pull our finger out and sort something else out, you know, I don't think it's going to happen overnight, really. And places like this will continue to function. But I was just very, very happy to have known this chap that worked here, because tough work, tough man, very, very charming man, very, very charming fellow, but a tough geezer. You know, he although he was very, very ill here. He was, you can see his complexion is almost yellow, because he had cancer, and it was eating away at him in every place. You know, his liver, his kidneys, everything was being eaten away. But he still had a big smile on his face, and hats off to you, sir. Really, really, really nice chap. I've never met anyone, in actual fact, as brave. That's a fact. There you go. Sports and recreation. Lovely. That's what happens to the mines, as I say. There's an upside to everything. So anyway, I'll probably wrap it up here. That's the activity in the mine. I mean, you can see what's going on. It's a lot of people working there, and it creates a lot of wealth for the locality. And obviously people travel far and wide. You have to understand that it's probably 400 or 500 kilometres from where I am to the middle of Poland. And so that was a long way to go. And he left his family behind to do this job. Obviously he met It's one of the big mining wheels. He met his wife and had lovely, beautiful children. He had 2 daughters. His wife, Jadwiga, had 2 before. She's very... I have a massive empathy for her because she lost her first husband, through death and demise. And then she lost her second one. Well, I lost my first wife through cancer. Never a good thing. Still miss her every day. But, so I have a great empathy for that because she's had to go through that situation twice. But there you go. Anyway, I'll wrap it up now because it's getting on a bit, isn't it? But there's some lovely photos in here. It was a great gift. I treasure this book. I genuinely treasure it. I don't know if it's got an ISBN. It probably has. Well, no, it hasn't, because it's probably a privately printed book in actual fact. It's probably privately printed, because I don't think you can get these widely on the open market. They were handed out to employees, but that's the sort of scale that you're looking at of mining that's going on there. And they're below. It's awesome. I've been there many times, obviously. I used to I used to be part of the family, wasn't I? So, but anyway, yeah, thanks ever so much for watching as always. You're snoring. It's snoring away, isn't it? No, it's not anymore because I've said that. Yeah, squeeze that little fat stomach. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching, guys and girls. If you've got this far, you're nuts. Very best wishes. Cheers. No, I'm joking. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you.